3, 2, 1, go!
Here we go, 17.5. Katrin David's daughter, Sarah Sigmund's daughter. 10 rounds, 9 thrusters at 65 pounds and 35 double unders. Want to thank Margot Alvarez for stopping by. She'll be back with us later on for Roe versus Boz. And both women done with their first round of thrusters at the same time, and now onto the jump rope.
I like the way both women were nice and conservative, breathing on the thrusters. That's going to be crucial here because those thrusters have to be at a pace they can catch their breath. 35 double unders is a short number for these ladies, and they're going to rip them out.
440 total repetitions, and both women through round one. Katrin David's daughter right back to the barbell, as is Sarah Sigmund's daughter.
Katrin had a really quick transition there from rope down and right to the bar, and she also set her jump rope down perfectly so she can go right back and get started. Look at that, 2 steps back and she picks it up.
David's daughter is just slightly ahead of Sigmund's daughter. Now it becomes a question of who maintains this pace.
That's the thing, if this were a 5-round workout, it's so different than 10 rounds. These ladies are they're obviously very, very strong. They're very fast, but this is where you have speed and precision come into play because in later rounds when you're a little taxed and fatigued, that's where the double under mistakes could happen.
Katrin David's daughter's on round 3. She got back to the barbell first, and she's about a half a rep ahead of Sarah Sigmund's daughter, as neither woman has showed any signs of slowing down here. Again, 10 rounds. 9 thrusters, 35 double unders for a total of 440 repetitions, and those reps are being counted in the white box next to each woman's name. The leader will be highlighted in blue.
What I love about these two athletes is they came into the sport not as really specialists in one area. They were just overall very well-rounded athletes who just excelled by doing CrossFit. And I love that about them. They have such great comparison head-to-head. But between the ears is really where we typically see the difference. And I was going to give Sarah, the advantage here because usually she can, on events where you can go a little more crazy and not stay as controlled, Sarah usually does better. Doesn't always help her in the long run in a whole weekend kind of event. But I love to see Katrin being a little spicier, a little feistier. I love to see that out of her.
And now we have our first trip of the double unders. That was Sarah Sigmund's daughter on the right of the screen, and that's allowed Katrin David's daughter to open up a handful, maybe 4 or 5 rep lead on her. And that, if they keep the speed, is going to be hard to make up. And that's exactly what you talked about on the double unders.
The double unders is at 35 reps. You can get so many in a short time, and you can miss so many in a short time. That's why it's really important to be controlled with them.
David's daughter on to round 5, as is Sigmund's daughter. David's daughter on the right, Sigmund's daughter on the left. And Sigmund's daughter is trying to regain some of those reps she'd lost because of the trip on the double under. David's daughter is continuing this pace back to the jump rope, and Sigmund's daughter trying to close the gap.
It's good to see Sarah pull it together there and stay relaxed on that set. It's so hard to shake those off because you're fighting the fatigue as well. But she really does look like she got it relaxed. The other thing that Sarah does is she gets that first jump right away with the double, no wasted extra efforts. Same as Katrin. That's going to help save precious seconds as well.
Past the halfway point of this workout as far as reps are concerned. Again, 440 total reps. 5 rounds to go. For Katrin David's daughter, the 2-time defending fittest woman on earth, and Sarah Sigmund's daughter, the woman who has finished in 3rd place 2 years in a row at the games.
It's just so hard for Sarah to make up any of that time now. The only thing she can hope for is that perhaps have David's daughter have a mistake. Other than that, I don't know if she's going to be able to catch her.
It's going to be tough to have Katrin David's daughter make a mistake. Sarah Sigmund's daughter is back to the bar, right behind Katrin David's daughter. About 2 reps, 3 reps behind David's daughter as we're past 4 minutes of this workout.
The only way you can make a thruster be faster is to pull the bar back down. As soon as you're locked out, pull it back down and start squatting before the bar comes to your shoulders. That'd be the only thing Sarah can do to go any faster with those 9 thrusters.
David's daughter back to the jump rope. She sort of stumbled getting started, but she has yet to miss a rep.
When we talk about Katrin David's daughter, we talk about composure, consistency, control, confidence. These are all words that we see throughout the entire weekend of the games, or the week of the games, and I love seeing that in a workout. She talks about how dialed in she is every single time she trains in Boston with Ben Bergeron, and we're seeing what that does right here under the pressure, under the lights with all the people when it matters and when it counts. I love to see that.
David's daughter through 317 of the 440 reps, and Sarah Sigmundsdottir's right behind her, but it was that costly miss on the double unders that has put Sarah Sigmundsdottir behind Catherine Davidsdottir.
I expect, hearing this workout, thinking about double unders, there are times when you mess up, and I was thinking, I think we're going to see a lot of repeats on this workout. People should do this one perfect, and they're going to keep going. It's not too heavy that they can't repeat this one multiple times to get it just perfect.
Yeah, especially when you're talking about competitors who a trip to the regionals may be on the line here. Every second is really going to count. And now Davidsdottir is done, and here comes Sarah Sigmundsdottir, and Sarah has managed to catch up a little bit with Catherine Davidsdottir, about 1, maybe 2 reps behind her. 440 total reps, that's the magic number here in 17.5, presented by Zevia here at the Monona Terrace in Madison, Wisconsin, the new home of the CrossFit Games.
I can't believe she did it, but she closed that gap.
And now we're neck and neck back to the barbell. Final round.
And Sarah looks like she's even faster here, using the momentum of the crowd.
Sarah Sigmundsdottir has taken the lead and is back to the jump rope. What a confidence builder this would be for Sarah Sigmundsdottir. If she can go unbroken, she's going to best Catherine Davidsdottir 17.5, and now a trip for Davidsdottir. Sarah Sigmundsdottir, smooth sailing.
She is feisty, and she
now a trip for Sigmundsdottir, but she has enough of the lead on Davidsdottir, and now Sigmundsdottir struggling. Here comes Catherine Davidsdottir. 6 to go, now 5, 4, Davidsdottir's creeping up. Sigmundsdottir with another trip. Davidsdottir will win. Just ahead of Sarah Sigmundsdottir. Just too many costly misses on the double unders.
Came down to the last set of doubles. That was insane.
A 2-second plus victory for Catherine Davidsdottir, but what a fight from that woman, Sarah Sigmundsdottir. Davidsdottir, man, she looks dusted.
Incredible. That was amazing. Sarah Sigmundsdottir just, oh my word, so impressive. To make the move when she did was perfect. She didn't wait too long. That was critical, but she just gave it a little bit too much and couldn't hold it together there in the end.
And credit for both women for keeping their composure when they've missed.
Ten seconds. Stand by. Go.
And the RX division is underway in 18.2. Fellner on the left, Olsen on the right.
With a much different level of fitness here, we're going to see a lot different style of attack on this workout, a lot different pace. These guys are going to race from beginning to the end.
Now you'll notice here, of course, both going RX. They do have to have that 2-foot jump back and forth on the bar facing burpee, and we're seeing those go by in quick succession as these two are flying early.
The biggest thing here early on, you're going to see so many transitions come up quick. They just have to make them clean. The burpees, the way they're doing them, if you picture your feet in a snowboard, the feet just have to stay together. They're allowed to turn and have that angle as they jump over the bar, but they have to move together. So the keys to this event for the elite athletes is going to be to have perfect early transitions. They come fast, they come quick, so you need to be quick to take one step and get right into the burpee, just like these guys are doing here. They're going to need to race to finish. There is no slowing down allowed. Rounds 7, 8, 9, 10, it's gonna hurt. They just have to embrace that pain and then have a barbell strategy. When they look at the clock and they see what time they have, this opening weight's gonna be fine for them, but they need to know, looking at the clock, with how much time they have left, what's their game plan? What are the jumps gonna be? That should have been determined ahead of time, but they need to have multiple strategies in case something goes wrong or their timing is off.
So a rare no rep for Vellner on the bar-facing burpee to start that 6th round of the movement. Yes, I said the 6th round of the movement. We're through 6 rounds at a minute 40.
Watch the way Vellner keeps the weight of the dumbbells back behind him. That's allowing his chest to stay up more vertical, gives him a more opportunity to breathe. That's very smart.
Noah Olson's name on the top of the screen, highlighted in blue. Once again, that will indicate who is out in front. Currently Noah. Patrick Vellner in second, highlighted in red. 2 reps, 1 rep back.
I mentioned Noah is a fire plug. He brings that energy, he brings that speed early on. He can do that. We've seen before that has cost him, but we'll see if he can maintain this speed all the way through.
Watch the pacing difference here on those front squats. We're getting to this later portion now. We're in the back half in terms of the work as we hit round number 8.
Look at the way Vellner pops right up. His speed is definitely increased here. He is faster than Olson on these burpees. He springs right off the floor. Noah takes an extra second down there to breathe.
And all of a sudden, Patrick Vellner doing Patrick Vellner things. He has caught Noah Olson with a methodical game plan.
That's the composure that I was talking about. He is quiet when he comes out to compete, doesn't make a big deal about it, keeps the emotions in check, and just attacks.
So the race here is where the 2 different movements are. Olson much faster on the squats. Vellner has been much faster on the barbell as we work towards rep number 110 in the overall workout, rep number 90 to close out round 9.
And this is where you can make the difference because you have that time with each movement to go faster. So good news for Vellner is this workout finishes with the burpees. That means Noah has to move quick here.
Vellner first to the dumbbells by about 1/4 of a second as we're into our 10th and final round.
Just a reminder, Vellner has 4 inches on Noah, so that's a little farther to squat, stand all the way up, so they will take a little more time. That's what Noah needs to do. But here we go.
Remember, rep 110 is what they're working towards, which is now 5 reps away for Noah Olson, 5 reps away for Patrick Vellner. Olson on the right, Vellner on the left, and we've got a sprint to the finish here in 18.2, just over the 4-minute mark. Vellner with a no rep, and that'll give it to Noah Olson. 4:05 the time for Olson. Vellner had to go back. He got another no rep because he did his next rep on the opposite end of the bar. So 4:20 the unofficial time for Vellner, 4:05 for Olson. So give 18.2 to Olson. And now it's time for 18.2A.
They raced it. That is what we were looking for. They both did it. Now they're going to let their heart rate come down. Disappointing there at the end for Vellner. That was quite the race. That was quite a push for them. Little mistake there with the burpee.
Amazingly enough, we said the emotional wave, you normally think Olson coming out red hot, and they talked about it on the studio show, avoiding the mistake. He avoided the mistake. It was Patrick Vellner that made the mistake late in this one.
Now these guys are going to get themselves together. They're just going to get their heart rate back down. They have both the same opening lift. They actually have very similar clean maxes as well. 255. Noah's 265.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's still work going. The clock is still going. We're working to the 12-minute mark, and this is very interesting because with Lauren earlier, we saw a pretty quick transition, about 20 seconds or so till her first attempt. We're a minute 30 since Noah Olson's finished at 4:05. We've yet to see a barbell.
So not only did these guys earn the right to pick up the barbell and get 2 scores, but they're earning more rest time as well, more time to think about what they need to do. This first rep really is going to tell them, you know, what they need to do, how much time they need to take between their reps. Are they going to take a minute between reps? Are they going to take a minute and a half? What are the jumps going to be?
So So 225 on a max of 365. You're looking at about 60% on the opener for Olsen. 2 minutes have gone by since he's finished 18.2, and we're now underway with 18.2A as he puts his hands on the bar for the first time. Easy as expected.
If you want to watch a guy that's fun lifting a heavy barbell, it's put Noah Olsen in an arena with people, with lights. And the interesting thing there that we just saw, not the typical reaction. He's keeping his emotions within, he's holding himself together. This is a very different composure that we're used to seeing with Noah Olsen.
Vellner easy at 225. Now he comes into this first place, tied for first with Peter Shaw in Canada East. That's important to note. These two aren't in head-to-head competition with each other in the grand scheme of things, other than tonight, obviously, as they both go to 275 for their next attempt. I bring that up because there's only 15 that will qualify out of Canada East to regionals this year. It's still 20 that will go from the Southeast, Noah Olsen's region, but he finds himself in the more precarious position after week 1, tied for 7th.
He's looking for a little redemption here.
275 on the bar for Noah Olsen. It's a nice recovery on the catch.
Now, Vellner is looking, watching, letting him go first. That could be strategy. He's going 275 as well. The advantage he has by watching Noah go, he can kind of see what he puts in the bar. He can make that adjustment then. There is definitely barbell strategy, especially in a head-to-head.
Now that looked a whole lot easier for Vellner. Very smooth.
In a head-to-head matchup with someone you are so closely matched in a microscope, Vellner wants this one. He wants to take this one.
300 being set up for Noah Olsen as we have about 4 minutes remaining until the 12-minute overall time cap. Noah, the 2016 Worldwide Open champion, and last week was something we haven't seen in a long time. It broke a streak of 11 consecutive open events where he finished in the top 100 in the world. Last week in 18.1, 185th with a score of 447. Olsen will take the next attempt, 300 pounds. Unable to get out of that pinned down position. Vellner bouncing out of 285.
That was a brilliant move for Vellner, making the adjustments on the bar that he knew he wanted to use, looking at the clock. And that effort and the struggle in the bottom of the hole there for Olsen, that was a fight. And on tired legs, you don't want to fight like that and not get that rep.
Vellner is going to jump up to 315 on his next attempt. Olsen staying at 300. See if he can get out of the bottom on this one. And he does.
Great push.
Now to correct, it was 305 on the bar for Vellner. So he is out in front, 300, and well, Noah was sneaky. He added an extra pound there, 301 for Noah Olsen. That is the smallest increment you can add, by the way, as we're in our final 2 minutes, is a 1 pound jump. So 315 for the back-to-back third place finisher. And unable to get out of the bottom.
This is where they're thinking, do I have one more lift in me? There's not a lot of time left. And what these final lifts are taking out of them, they really need to know. Do they take the time, save it up, and go one more and go big?
Little over 1 minute until the 12-minute time cap. I do believe that is 325 on the bar for Patrick Vellner. He's got those blue plates, blue change plates on the side. Olsen has pulled pretty much one of every single plate available. He's at 311. Vellner onto the bar, 325, and got it! And it's not often you see Vellner with a big expression there. There it was. This is 311 for Noah Olsen, and he's in.
These athletes, they recover. That was smart. They were able to push themselves both out, and Vellner not getting the rest time he just had. This is going to be a big, big fight for him. That was a quick change. It is made. 335 on the bar for Patrick Vellner. 15 seconds remaining. Unable to catch it. Olsen, I don't think is going to take another shot at it. And they will both concede to the 12-minute time cap. And we've said it all along, how level they are. They split once again. One event for Olsen, one event for Vellner. What a head-to-head. It doesn't get any better than that. We saw an awesome race in the first portion of the workout. Then we see the second portion where they have a heavy barbell. Who doesn't love to see a heavy barbell go up under fatigue? Just a beautiful expression of CrossFit we saw tonight, and of fitness. These guys are crazy fit, and they